Hello, my fellow Cancerians, and welcome to MoonDaughter Esoterica. I want to thank you very much for joining me this week. I would like to also apologize. I've missed a couple of weeks readings. If you're anywhere along the Gulf Coast of the United States, you understand the term red tide. It's been very bad this year, and I'm very sensitive to it. So it began with losing my voice, wheezing, crying, and finally seeing the doctor and getting medicated for that. It has been quite a ride. I don't like to read under the influence of anything, so I'm sorry that I didn't post any videos up. Hopefully everything's been resolved, feeling good, throat's clear, I'm doing well. This week I would like to have your opinion on the new format. I am changing it up a little bit. This week we're going to be looking at shadow and light. Backwards. Light and shadow and love and money, and that'll be followed up with an inspiration card to help you get through the week and live your best life possible. If you'd like a reading with me, I'd love to do that for you, and you can connect with me either through my website or through my Facebook page. I'll leave the links for those in the description box below. And I would like to invite you over to my Facebook page, like and follow that. Every Wednesday evening from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I go live, and I would love to see you over there, chat with you, get to know you, and maybe pull a couple of cards for you. So Cancer, let's get started on our reading for this week. The first card I'm pulling again is the light aspect for you. It's how to live your best and highest possible life. And the card that came out for you this week, Cancer, is Gentleness with Archangel Sandalphon. In Cancer, you have that in spades. You're not loud and over the top, and you approach everything with a very gentle demeanor. And that is, I think, a really good way to go through your week this week. I know the energies pretty much everywhere have been rather intense. A lot of conflict, a lot of confusion, a lot of shadow things going on. And so continue that approach, Cancer, of approaching things from a gentle perspective. It doesn't mean you're not effective. It doesn't mean that you're not strong. In fact, you're a water sign, and that's the way water flows. It can flow gently, it can flow rough. It's not a necessarily intimidating force, but the Grand Canyon was carved by water. Slower approach, more gentle, but the same work gets done, usually in a more beautiful and constructive way. Let's take a look at our shadow for this week, Cancer, and that came flying out. Joy. Well, that's an interesting shadow card. And Cancer, we're very emotional, and we're not afraid of getting in and feeling the dark feelings. We are not afraid to cry. We're not afraid to be sad. And I think a lot of us have had quite a tough summer. A lot of things have hit us pretty hard, and so raising ourselves out of that lower vibration, raising ourselves out of that heaviness has been quite a challenge. I do feel like we're through the worst of it, though, and joy may be a challenge. Can you relax? Can you enjoy this? Can you breathe? Is it over? And I've experienced the same thing. I'm a Cancer as well, so it's been pretty intense. But shining light on the areas where you don't trust joy, where you don't trust that you can be happy, or that it's appropriate to be happy, or that you can even exhale, is what we need to look at this week, Cancer. Look within ourselves. Also, shadow being hidden, being the hidden self, it doesn't always have to be negative either. So we may have to look a little deeper within ourselves to find the joy. I feel like we're pretty bruised and battered coming off the last few weeks, and so we may actually have to look deep down inside and find that joy, open up our solar plexus, and let that joy shine again. So think about where that lies for you, Cancer. See where that resonates, and go in and find that joy, and trust that you can be joyful. Trust that you can enjoy things, you can relax. There's nothing else coming over your head this week. Nothing else that's, gonna come out of the blue and shock you. So now let's take a look at love and money for you, Cancer. And I'm shuffling the cards under the table so that the microphone doesn't pick it up. I know a lot of you wear headphones, and that can be really uncomfortable, so I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. So let's take a look again at love and money for Cancer. Okay, so for love, a lot of you Cancerians may be solidifying relationships, maybe making commitments. So living together, yes, I want to see you exclusively, or even marriage is abundant around Cancerians at this time. If you're single and looking, understand that love is coming in, and that this has a real chance for permanence. This could be a long-term relationship, living together, getting married, whatever resonates most with you, Cancer. So whatever comes across your path at this time has a real potential to be a solid, good, long-term thing. And there is a bit of nostalgia and tradition with Cancerians, that sense of home, that sense of, yeah, tradition, family tradition, how things are. And so someone coming into your life this week, Cancer, is going to feel that way. They're going to feel like home. And maybe that's where this joy, can I trust this? Can I relax? Is this really the one? And there's a real good chance for you that this week, Cancer. If you are coupled again, you could be getting married. You could be strengthening traditions, ties, deepening your committed relationship, taking it to an even stronger level. This is the Hierophant, so this is structural organization, not something that's easily broken down. If you've been struggling in your relationship, Cancer, I do see taking that to the next level, sort of clearing up the mess, clearing up the misunderstandings, and then moving forward in a solid, loving way. There is a lot of permanence in love for Cancer this week. Let's take a look at your money situation. Okay, so we have the card of the Lovers. And for a financial situation, you may be having to make a decision this week, Cancer, regarding money. It could be the way you receive money, it could be shifting jobs, maybe even trying something on your own, starting your own business. But with this decision that you have to make, and it may even be, should I quit my job and go full-time into my own business, or whatever that situation is, the decision will be made easier if you take a look within and you see, first of all, what makes you joyful, and make sure that it resonates with your ethical, moral code, whatever that is. There is no judgment here. But whatever that fits in for you, Cancer, that needs to be your guide. You have two very good choices ahead of you. Go with the one that you can stick with, that feels most comfortable. I know we Cancerians, we don't like to mess with anything super shady. And so just look at both options that you have as far as bringing money in. The one that resonates most strongly and makes you feel on solid moral ground or ethical ground is the way to go on that. So let's pull your inspiration card and see what's going to help you get through this week, Cancer. Here it is. Oh, this is an awesome card, Cancer. Make a wish. And so, yeah, Cancer, we're really coming out of a time of uncertainty. We're coming out of a time where everything is seen backwards and upside down and inside out. And I think things are really starting to return to normal. Normal, that can be boring, but to the way we're used to feeling things. The environment is getting more comfortable for us. And so at this time, there is no limit. The sky is the limit. Make your wish. Believe in it. Invest your heart, invest your joy in it, and it will come true for you this week, Cancer. And all of the stuff that we've been through, it's really passing, it's really gone. You can trust in this new upswing of energy, which is great because it's been pretty heavy. We're lifting out of it. Make your wish. It's going to come true this week, Cancer. I want to thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you next week. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and maybe share it with your friends. I would appreciate it. And again, love to see you over at Facebook or do a reading for you. Just contact me in the information which I'm leaving in the description box below. Many blessings to you, Cancer.